Hi Royston Music Festival, my name's Chris Fox. I'm here to play some tunes. This first one is a new one that I wrote in the lockdown. I've had a lot of spare time to write some new songs, which has been great. It's called Perfectly Normal, and I wrote it for a friend of mine who's been struggling with their appearance, and I just wanted to try and write something nice to say, hey, doesn't matter what you look like, it's how you feel on the inside. I think that you're perfect, just the way that you are. Think you're magnificent, from up close or from afar. So don't change your hair for me, you're in champion form. I think you're perfectly normal. I think you look dapper in second-hand suits. I don't mind the second-hand smell or those second-hand boots. You'll never impress me in Calvin Klein jeans. You're already complete. I think you're so sexy, you came with all the right bits. You don't need those implants, nor a pair of fake lips. So save all of your money, because life is the gift, and I completely adore you. Be strong beyond measure, be a brave one, be a brute. Face down your enemies when they're staring back at you, and embrace your appearance. Swallow your pride, take the world in your stride. I think that you're perfect, just the way that you are. Think you're magnificent, from up close or from afar. So don't change your hair for me, you're in champion form. I think you're perfectly normal. Don't change your hair for me, I like you just as you are. Okay, so my next song is called The Death of Queen Jane. It's definitely as depressing as the title would have you believe. I saw this song for the first time in the film Inside Llewyn Davis. I think I might be the only person in the history of the world that went to see Inside Llewyn Davis and thought, yeah, I'll become a musician. That sounds, seems like a great idea. If you haven't seen the film, it's a Coen Brothers movie about a kind of folk singer-songwriter who's out there trying to get successful in the village in New York, and it's not going his way. But this is one of the songs that he plays, and when I heard it, I totally fell in love with it. And so, yeah, I came up with my own rendition, and here it is. Queen Jane lay in labor for 9 whole days or more, till her women grew so tired they could no longer women, good women, would you do one thing for me? Will you open up my right side and find my baby, and find my baby? Oh no, cry the women, that's a thing that can never be. We shall call upon King Henry and hear what he may say, and hear what he may say. King Henry was sent for, King Henry he did come, saying, what does ail you, my lady? Your eyes, they look so dim. Your eyes, they look so dim. Oh, Henry, beloved Henry, would you do one thing for me? Will you open up my right side and find my baby, and find my baby? Oh no, cry King Henry, that's a thing that I could never do. For if I lose the flower of England, I shall lose the branch too. I shall lose the branch too. There was fiddling and dancing on the day the babe was born. But Queen Jane, being loved, she like cold as a stone. She like cold as a stone. Okay, so it's a bit of a mixed bag today. I'm going to play you a Viking song. I actually brought this out as a single before all of the lockdown mania. Fortunately though, people have reacted to it really nicely and loads of radio stations have played it for me, which has been amazing because I haven't had the chance to tour it. So it's been really great that it's I've been able to get it out there and kind of do some stuff with it. I wrote this song while I was working in a call centre selling double glazing. I hope you don't recognise my voice. I don't do it anymore. But while I was working in the call centre, I would have dreams about going to things called recruitment fairs. And at the recruitment fair, there's all these different tables of, you know, with different careers and leaflets. You could go and be a lawyer or a plumber or a cheesemaker or whatever. And the way I always knew I was dreaming was at the end of the hall, they had a giant pirate ship that was looking for new members. And the pirates were always just about to sing their recruitment shanty. And I would always wake up. So one day I thought, to hell with it, I'm not going to go and do this job anymore. So I bunked off forever. I never went back. And I stayed at home and wrote this song. It's called We Sing Hooray. We sing hooray, hooray, hooray,
smugglers, come thieves, come men at large. I offer you great sanctuary with a life lit by the stars. Come villains and come fiends, come those in toil, a better life awaits you. And with me you share the spoils. Now we sing hooray, and up she rises. Let out the sail, come draw the anchor from the ocean. Good times prevail. It's hooray, and up she rises. Boys, come to see you share the bounty and the riches. If you join with me, we sing hooray, 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 hooray. A life of leisure awaits you. Sign up your seat, come sail the compass point, smile at, and you live more than you'd need. Well, there's those who live life honestly, but you think you want more. Come see the proof of piracy by the bullion in my store. We sing hooray, and up she rises. Let out the sail, come draw the anchor from the ocean. Good times prevail. It's hooray, and up she rises. Boys, come to see you share the bounty and the riches. If you join with me, we sing hooray, 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 hooray. Instead, imagine this. Now you return with gold and a handsome lass. Now tick those off your list. We sing hooray, and up she rises. Let out the sail, come draw the anchor from the ocean. Good times prevail. It's hooray, and up she rises. Boys, come to see you share the bounty and the riches. If you join with me, we sing hooray, 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 hooray. It's hooray, and up she rises. Let out the sail, come draw the anchor from the ocean. Let good times prevail. It's hooray, and up she rises. Boys, come to see you share the bounty and the riches. If you join with me, we sing hooray, 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 hooray.
Okay, so carrying on with the nautical theme, I'm going to play you, this is my favourite folk song of all time. I started out my career as a raconteur and singer-songwriter in the pubs in and around the town where I live, and would kind of have really interesting nights trying to entertain people who were super drunk and not really in the mood to listen. Eventually, I kind of accidentally stumbled into a folk club. It was Cambridge Folk Club. And I was hooked. I knew exactly that that's where I wanted to be. And the thing that it sort of impressed me the most was just the huge mix of music that I heard at that first kind of open stage at Cambridge Folk Club. And this is one of the tunes that I heard. It's called Lord Franklin. And this is my rendition of it.
I was homeward bound one night on the deep, swinging in my hammock, I fell asleep. I dreamed a dream, and I thought it true, concerning Franklin and his gallant crew. With 100 sailors he sailed away to the frozen oceans in the month of May, to seek a passage around the ports where we poor sailors you sometimes have to go. Through cruel hardships, well, they vainly strove. Their ship on mountains of ice was drove, and only the Eskimo with his skin canoe, he was the only one that ever came through. In Baffin Bay where the whalefish blow, the fate of Franklin no man may know. The fate of Franklin no tongue can tell, but my poor Franklin and his sailors they doomed well. Now my burden, well, it brings me pain. For my long lost Franklin, I would cross the main. 10,000 pounds I would freely give to no one on earth, if my Franklin he does leave. I was homeward bound one night on the deep, swinging in my hammock. Well, Well, I fell asleep. I dreamed a dream, and I thought it true. 'Concerning Franklin and his gallant crew. Well, I dreamed a dream, and I thought it true. Concerning Franklin and his gallant crew.
Okay, so the next song is called I'm Still in Love With You, and it's a story song from my most recent album, From the Shadows. And I wrote this after having lunch with a very old girlfriend. Our lives have gone in very different directions. She's gone down a very kind of textbook, mainstream path, and has a husband and kids and a career and all of these kinds of things. And I've gone down a very kind of dossy, bohemian, artsy road. What's interesting about my sort of lifestyle is when you meet people that are doing stuff that's more functional or more normal, you do have these pangs and you think, oh, am I doing the right thing with my time? Should I just quit and get a job? And then usually those feelings last for about 12 minutes and I write a song and go, no, I'm definitely doing the right thing with my time. And this was just such an occurrence. So I had lunch with this old girlfriend, this old friend of mine. And I went home and wrote this song, and it's a kind of story song about unrequited love, and see what you think.
Another gentle cowboy song, number 101, about a girl I knew way back when. She called me up and said it's been too long. On day 10,001, and she asked me if I'm still single. Then she said that we should meet for tea. Leave your wallet, the drinks on me. There's no money in your love songs. Now I thought that this seemed strange, but it's so nice to hear her voice again. So what the hell, make mine a cappuccino. You don't need to play those games. I can tell you nothing's changed. All you need to know is I'm in love with you. So I went down to the coffee shop, combed my hair, pulled out the stops to see if I could win her over. She turned up about an hour late. Same old excuses, the same old traits hold. But she looked wonderful. And we talked until the sun went down. The very worst coffee in this whole damn town. Things haven't changed a bit. So caught up on catching up with you, I couldn't see the gospel truth by the diamond ring upon your finger. You don't need to play those games. I can tell you nothing's changed. All you need to know is I'm in love with you. I don't know where I went wrong. Maybe it was all along. This thing has left me broken hearted. I need to learn to let her go. I know now I'll never know what it means to have her love me. I guess it's time to make a change. Stop playing that lonely game. You'll never know that I'm in love with you. You'll never know that I'm still in love with you.
Okay, well, thanks very much. If you've made it this far and you've been listening and you've been enjoying yourself, thank you. I really appreciate it. At the time of recording, I don't know who's on next, but I know there's a band on after me, so enjoy that. If you like my music or you want to find out more about me, head to my website. It's www.chrisfoxmusic.org. You can pick up a copy of my latest album, From the Shadows, there. You can download that, or I can send it to you in the post, however you want to do it. And yeah, so for the last song, this is another one that I wrote in the lockdown. It's called One More for the Road, and it's about this. I kind of got the inspiration to write it when a friend of mine left town, and he kind of never told me he was going. Sounds like a really bad friend. He's not. He's just a bit forgetful. But it got me thinking about how over the last kind of 4 or 5 years, a lot of my friends from school and a lot of my friends from university, we've all kind of started to drift off in our own directions. We've kind of found careers that we're really interested in. And I started trickling down memory lane and came up with this. So thanks again, and enjoy the rest of the evening. Wait a second. I have forgotten to thank somebody really, really important. The one and only Carl Philby, who organises this whole thing. Carl, you're a genius. It's a mammoth task. I don't know how you ever get your head around all of it. But thank you for having me on and being a part of this. And like the same goes to all the promoters who've sort of chucked me gigs in this crazy lockdown period. It's been really good to have something to work towards, and while we're waiting for the proper live shows to open up again. So yeah, thank you.
I guess it's really over. I guess you're leaving for good. I always knew you'd go someday. You always said you would. It's time for new beginnings. It's time for you to go. Our paths will cross again someday. So for now, let's raise a toast. One more for the good times. One more for the road. Let's drink to your adventures. Raise a glass to your new home. Well, I can't believe it's over. No more knocking at your door. You've been the best of friends to me. I never needed more. I guess you're moving on now. It's a parting of the ways. Things can never stay the same. No more glory days. Oh, and yet I am hopeful that the memories will serve as I look back over everything. I hope you find what you deserve. One more for the good times. One more for the road. Let's drink to your adventures. Raise a glass to your new home. Well, I can't believe it's over. No more knocking at your door. You've been the best of friends to me. I never needed more. One more for the good times, one more for the road. Let's drink to your adventures, raise a glass to your new home. Well, I can't believe it's over. No more knocking at your door. Best of friends to me. I never needed more.